Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, I'm in Grand Theft Auto Online and we're going to be going over 10 houses or mansions that I hope that we can purchase when the new Mansions DLC actually comes out in GTA Online. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Mansions DLC and the rumors about it and everything like that, there's basically two leaked images that we got that showed locations where I think we're going to be building our own mansions through something called Prick's Luxury Real Estate. Now, I'm in one of those locations right now. It is right here beside the house you end Cayo Perico at. It is right here on the map. So it's along this road. Basically, there's a leaked image. I can't show it because I don't know if Rockstar's going to tweak out about it or not. But this location full of construction materials, and I'm assuming there's going to be maybe a heist style mission, or maybe just some missions alongside these mansions where we're going to get to build them. But anyways, this is one of the locations. The other location is just north of the Vinewood Bowl, so I'm going to show you guys that super quick before we get into the 10 houses that I hope that we can actually purchase when this DLC comes out. And this is the second location, like I said, just north of the Vinewood Bowl. And basically the other image is a bunch of construction materials like the first image, but in this area instead of the other area. So these are two locations we know of where we're going to potentially be building our own mansions. I'm assuming, at least. There could be more. There could just be the two. We really don't know anything more than that. We know about Prick's Luxury Real Estate. That's all we know about the Mansions DLC so far, but it looks like it is in fact coming. But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and get into 10 houses, 10 mansions that I hope that we can actually purchase when the Mansions DLC goes live. No guarantee if we're actually going to be able to buy these or not. But if we're able to buy houses that already exist in GTA, fingers crossed that these are some of them. Alright, so off rip, we're going to go ahead and get Devin Weston's mansion out of the way because I know everybody was probably expecting it to be on this list, and they're probably expecting it to be somewhere higher on this list. But I gotta tell you guys, on this list, I'm not just going over some basic ass locations that like everybody knows about. Like the Playboy Mansion, it's not on this list, although I do hope we can purchase it. We're starting off with Devin Weston's house, which is one house that I think that pretty much everybody can agree that they would like to be able to purchase in GTA Online. This house is crazy. It's got a sick view of North Chumash. It's also got a view of Fort Zancudo. The house itself is crazy. The garden, the architecture, the red paint all over it with the wood grain with the white. Super sick looking. The wraparound deck that goes all the way around the house as well is super crazy. Very cool house. And when I made a video a few years ago talking about houses that I was hoping to be able to purchase at some point in GTA Online, this was one of them. And in that video I mentioned that I didn't think that it would actually line up properly with the story to be able to actually purchase Devin's mansion, but in fact I think it does, and I'm pretty sure I got a lot of people in the comments who told me about that. So it would actually make sense canonically to be able to purchase Devin Weston's house, I think. But as you guys can see, I mean, obviously, like, just a crazy house, a little green space right here. We've got the rock garden and everything, the water feature in the backyard here, as well as the big, huge pool with the deck, with the red wall. Like, overall, wow, what a dive that was, hey? Holy hell. Overall, very cool house, very cool location. Definitely one that I would love to be able to purchase realistically. Now, do I think we're going to be able to? Probably not, but at the same time, if we are going to be able to purchase a mansion in GTA Online that's not one of the new ones that we're allegedly going to be building, I think Devin Weston's mansion actually probably would be the most likely candidate. So that's kind of why I wanted to get it out of the way off rip, because I have some really cool other locations, as I mentioned earlier in the video, that I want to show you guys that I think would make absolutely excellent homes for players. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next house. All right, for our next mansion location, we have this house right here, which is right beside the Rockford Hills Hotel, or the Richmond Hotel. Not the Rockford Hills Hotel, the Richmond Hotel. This house is really cool. It's got a full wall surrounding the entire compound, which is super sick, and it backs right onto the Richmond Hotel, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and land within the wall here. As you guys can see, there's a gate at the front there, which I think is very cool. I hope that if we were able to purchase this house, that would actually be automated so that you wouldn't have to scrape your car bumper on it when you're coming and going out of the house, but nonetheless, it would be cool regardless. It's got this really cool fountain in the front here, nice big entryway, a lot of space for parking vehicles, and then if you go into the back here, there's also a 2-car garage, which is really cool, and I think this would give Rockstar a good opportunity to give us a nice big garage with this update, although realistically you could maybe fit 3 or 4 cars in there, but I'm sure they'll make it at least 10, so, you know, shout out to Rockstar and the magic of not putting your garage in the actual location of where it is. The backyard is also super sick. We got a nice pergola in the back here with a pool with a hot tub as well. The tiles in the pool are really sick looking and everything like that. Very nicely designed backyard in this space. I'd like to personally give a handshake to the designer who did this house when they were creating Grand Theft Auto 5 all the way back in 2011, 2012, 2013 even. Very cool house though, very much would like to own this one. It's just sick, you know, the wrap around driveway and everything, like just such a cool house. I think this is definitely a good contender for a house that we should be able to purchase with the new Mansions DLC. Again, fingers crossed. Next up, we have this house, which is at the very tip top of the hills, pretty much. I think it's actually one of the highest mansions in the entire game and in the surrounding area. As you can see, the backyard is super sick. The wraparound deck is awesome as well. And a fun fact about this place as well is that it's got an attached garage up the hill here, and this garage door actually opens, which is really, really cool. A lot of you guys will know this, but many of you probably won't as well. Now, unfortunately, this door does not open or anything like that, so otherwise you could get into the backyard, which would be sick. There's also a garage door slightly higher up. So this is a very big compound, a very nice house too. We're going to go ahead and hop through the gate here, and you guys can see very nice entryway. Got the bamboo here with very 2011 textures on it, despite being on the enhanced version of the game and all. But we get the bamboo that goes all the way around here. We have this gate that leads into this sort of green space that's kind of unused. Maybe Rockstar could update this if they were going to sell us this mansion in particular. But basically, this kind of goes to nowhere. Just a little weird green space. It's kind of cool, but it could maybe be a little bit nicer. So if they were going to sell this to us, maybe they would go ahead and do something with that. I'd say likely not, because this house probably won't get sold to us. But if it did, that would be very cool. There's the other side of that door that we saw in the garage there. It'd be very cool if that just was open and you could just come and go as you please. But anyways, the backyard is very cool. There's like a large amount of green space in here as well. And then of course we have this giant wraparound deck. We got an exercise machine that looked very pixelated until I got very close to it, but it looks better now. This deck goes all the way around the house. Got a nice couch outside here, and the view obviously is absolutely insane. We got Eclipse Towers, we have Maze Bank, we got Arcadius Business Center. You can see pretty much the entirety of the city. You can see the big bridge over there. You can see LSIA a little bit. You can see the golf course. Like, this view is crazy. And then of course there's the lower side of the deck as well. You can go down the stairs right here, and you can go down into the backyard. And of course then there's the pool. Giant pool, very good size. Got a little umbrella back here. Nice windows. There's a bunch of people just kind of hanging out. Outdoor grill as well. I didn't even notice this when I was here earlier. That's crazy. Outdoor grill is pretty fire. Got a ping pong table here as well. Very cool. But overall, I mean, this backyard is sick. We got a nice little green space. Got a telescope and everything as well. Like, very, very cool overall mansion and very cool location. And I suppose technically, because I can't really tell otherwise, that all of the green space is kind of your property too. So anyway, very cool house, very nice looking. I would definitely own this one. This would actually maybe even be one of my preferred choices. I mean, it's within my top 10, obviously. It's on the list, but I'd say it ranks pretty up there. It's a pretty cool looking house. But anyway, we got more to go over, so let's go ahead and head over to the next house. Our next house is right beside the golf course right here, as you guys can see, and this is it. It's a very, very large house. It has a tennis court in the backyard as well as a huge pool with a hot tub as well, and this very cool little gazebo type of thing with a moat around it, which is sick. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and park in the front here. We have 2 gates to access the house. So this is the opening area in front of the house. We got this big circular garden right here. We also have some little statues right here. I can't remember what these are called. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. Got some lanterns, got a nice big front door and everything like that. And then just a little bit of space over here for some trees and, you know, whatnot. Nothing too crazy. No entrance around to the backyard on that side though. But on this side, you can access the backyard, obviously, and this is where this big gazebo is. We also have a raised little deck here, which is very cool. We got some gardeners in here. We got some staff moseying around the house and everything like that. Very cool. This is probably my favorite feature of this entire place, and it's this little gazebo thing right here. It would be so cool if there's a fire burning there, but I guess they skipped out on that at some point. So just insane looking backyard. Obviously the tennis court is a super nice feature, the big deck up there and everything like that. Multiple entrances into the house as well. This is also the garage, which is cut off by the hedges here, but you can see you can access it actually from the street, which is kind of cool too. And overall there's a lot of just neat area in this backyard. The tennis court is very nice and everything like that. It'd be nice to actually be able to play tennis in your own backyard. I think that would be pretty sweet. But this house is just sick. And then obviously there's also the decks on the top of the house as well. So I'm going to go grab my oppressor just so I can fly us up there and we can check out the raised element of this house as well, because I think that is kind of important and kind of cool. So I've also never been up here, but I just kind of noticed it when I was flying over to this house, and I thought it was kind of neat. So got a little deck here. We got a roof here, which I guess you're not supposed to be able to access. Then a little pergola over top of the deck that goes all over the roof of the house, which is crazy. Like, this is such a sick little spot. There's also some really cool areas right around this house. There's some other really nice mansions like that one. There's a few missions that take place in that one. There's also this mansion over here, which I don't think any missions take place there, but very cool little neighborhood, very cool house, very cool yard, everything like that. Would love to be able to own this one, but there's more to go over. So let's go to the next one. Now, honestly, I could have picked a lot of houses along the road just below the Quartz building, but this house in particular sticks out to me. It is very cool looking, very modern, just sweet looking. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and land in the front area here, which it is massive. There's a huge parking area here. And if you look at that, it says foreclosure on there, which I almost wonder if that's leading up to something. But I will say that has been there the entire time, because I remember seeing this all the way back in like 2013. So that's been there for a long time. It does not mean anything significant, but such a cool house. I mean, just so sick looking. Like, the front entryway is crazy. Reminds me a lot of Devin Weston's house with the wood grain. I wouldn't actually be shocked if that was the exact same wood that they used on Devin Weston's house, but regardless, very cool. Very nice little side area of the house here. And then of course we have this little walkway that goes down along the back fence area. And you got a pretty good view of the university from here, which is cool, and the skyline of Los Santos, which is awesome. And then of course the back of the house, just like so sick looking, so cool. And a huge pool in the backyard as well. Very neat. Got this little wraparound deck up top as well. Would be super sick to be able to access that. But overall, I mean, just what a sick house, right? I mean, so cool. Would love to be able to purchase this one, realistically. I mean, there's not a whole lot else to go over here. It doesn't have the craziest, like, hugest yard or anything, but just so nice. And then we got this weird little thing. I almost wonder if it's like an outdoor shower or something. I don't know what that is, but very cool. I mean, I love the fact that you can park like a bunch of cars out front here and make this look like super sick and everything too. Like, just a very cool house, and I really hope that we can purchase this one. And as a matter of fact, the next house on the list is the house that you finish Cayo Perico at, which we started right beside and in one of the locations where we're allegedly going to be able to build those mansions, which is right here. And I'm talking about this house right here. This house is so sick, guys. Got a little gate right here up at the top. Go down this little driveway that wraps around back to the left, and you get to this spot right here with the garage door that's like half open, kind of odd. This house is absolutely massive though. There's a ton of area here. In the back here, there's a very cool section. We got the little burning fireplaces. Super cool looking. I'm sure you guys probably recognize this from the end of the Cayo Perico heist. Very cool little area here. I'm pretty sure this is the railing you lean on at the end of the heist, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But we got a cool little gazebo thing right here. Very nice view of the city here, obviously, as well. Like, just so sick, guys. I mean, what a cool house. And then, of course, it actually goes down here, which many of you guys probably wouldn't have known if you got out of here right after the Cayo Perico heist got out. But such a sick area. Now, I think this one is probably going to be a pretty hard one to actually get, to be able to purchase, because of the fact that it's at the end of the Cayo Perico heist. But you never know. Maybe we can keep our fingers crossed for sure. There's some wood and concrete out here that has also been there forever, so don't get any ideas about that potentially being, you know, part of the new construction for the new Mansions DLC. I don't think it's very likely to happen, although I do hope that it does happen. We've got this nice little path that goes all the way along here as well. Very cool. I think this is actually technically Madrazo's son's house, if I'm not mistaken, so that's kind of an interesting fact. But this wraps all the way around and goes right back out to the main entrance. But of course it has a guest house as well. Like that's what this house is. This is the guest house at the mansion, which is crazy. And there's also this nice little deck here as well. There's a raised deck up there too. Very cool spot, that's for sure. Very nice little yard and everything like that. And then of course up top, on top of the house and over here, there's a lot more to explore as well. Like this goes out to the back here, little garden and everything too. Like so crazy, guys, so crazy. Got the nice little sort of like castle-like almost turrets, which is pretty sweet. Got the nice deck that goes up here as well. Very cool. Got the homie, my boy, chilling, you know, hanging out. I mean, guys, very cool house. Very cool house. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the parkour. Oh my god. Might have to do an infection here. Holy hell. This is a very cool spot. But, I mean, such a sick house, guys. Such a sick house. And, I mean, the proximity to the other mansion right there, I mean, that's really cool, too. Overall, this would be a super sick mansion to be able to purchase. And I think we can probably all agree on that. Alright guys, you'll have to forgive me. I had to start up a mission that's time locked to 12 noon so that I could show you guys in better lighting for the rest of these houses. But this is the next house that I've selected. Now, fun fact is you can actually purchase the house right next door, which is Hangman Avenue. Very cool house to own. Very nice pool, very nice deck, good view and everything like that. But this house right beside it is super sick. So first of all, we got the nice deck and pool in the backyard. We got a nice pergola right here, as you guys can see. Nice little green space off to the side. Little staircase and another green area right here as well. And then we have the front entrance of the house and everything like that, and the garage. Now, I don't think this is the greatest mansion ever. I don't think this is like my #1 pick or anything, but I felt like I wanted to just show like kind of more of like an average mansion that we could own, and that realistically I think a lot of us would actually be very happy to own in GTA Online. So, I mean, very cool looking house, very nice backyard, nice pergola and everything like that, nice gardening. Great view of the city, obviously, as you can see. I mean, like, just insane. Such a cool house. And the fact that you can own the house right next door, I think, is just really cool and makes it maybe even a little bit more likely that this could happen in the first place. Who knows, once again, but I really hope that we're able to purchase this house or a house very much like it at some point with the Mansions DLC. Next up, we're heading for a slightly different style of mansion, and this one is pretty much right beside Michael's house. As you can see, Michael's house is there on the left, and this is right here below my oppressor. Now, this is a slightly older styled mansion, but I figured I should put something not like super modern on this list as well as another option. So first of all, it has this gate, which is really cool. It will actually open, I do believe. Normally does if you have a car, I guess, but for me, it's just not doing that. So that's all good though. We got this cool little driveway, and then we have this roundabout around this tree in the front entrance of the house. We also have a garage off to the side. As you can see, giant house, very cool looking, and it's got a huge property as well for where it's located, which is super sick. Nice path through to the backyard, and then we have a swimming pool as well as some nice sculpted features in the backyard with this rock wall here. And then of course we have a little water slide almost, but more like a mini creek, I guess, sort of thing, from one of the hot tubs to another hot tub, which is like crazy. Very, very cool. We also have another really random hot tub over here, or I guess a fountain. Technically, this would be off to the very back of the house, but very, very cool looking house, as you guys can see. Nice little backyard and everything like that. Swimming pool is dope. Would be nicer if it was filled with water. Maybe they'll do that for us if they give it up for sale. But super cool house. I wanted to just give an alternative to like the super modern mansions, just something a little bit more classic and everything like that. So I thought this was a good pick for that. Another great house would have been this one right in front of us that you guys can see there. It's also got a pretty nice little lot with a driveway that goes into the backyard with a separated garage and everything like that. It's also a very big house with a nice big yard and everything, but I wanted to give some alternatives to just super modern mansions, so that's why I decided to put that house on the list. But this one could also honestly make it onto the list. I did consider putting this one on the list, but I just felt like the other one was just a little bit more special and a little bit more unique, but obviously that's kind of up to you as well. Hopefully Rockstar will give us the option to at least have one of them. Alright, now my second favorite house in GTA Online is this one right here, which I talked about in the last video for houses that I wanted to be able to purchase. Now this one is in a few missions actually at one point or another, but it is a super sick house, guys. I mean, absolutely crazy looking, right? Huge yard and everything too, which is super dope. We got a big ass garage off to the side, separated from the rest of the house. A lot of space to park vehicles and everything like that. We have 2 gates with security cameras as well, which I think is super sick. And the front of the house looks like this. Extremely modern, obviously, as you guys can see. And it's also got a super nice yard as well. As you guys can see, in the backyard, we have a massive pool. Unfortunately, no water in it. If it had water in it, that would be super sweet. But we also do have a hot tub here as well. And then, of course, we got this nice pergola in the backyard with the wooden deck here, as you guys can see. Super sick. We got a spot for a fireplace here as well, which would have been dope if they'd actually put that in. We have a little undercover area here. Could be for like an outdoor gym or something, maybe, perhaps. And a huge deck on the back end of the house as well. Got nice little privacy screens here as well. Got a nice little statue sort of fountain-y thing. I think that actually could be a fountain, but it just doesn't have water in it. I think that would make the most sense if that was a fountain, but honestly, who knows. But a nice garden and everything like that, and this nice wraparound walkway that goes all the way back out to the front entrance here. Super sick house. This is one of my favorite houses in all of GTA Online, and I would absolutely love to be able to purchase this one in particular. But there's one house that I would like to be able to purchase even more than this one, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at that one right now. Now, this next one is surrounded by houses that I think that literally all of us would probably love to be able to own, and hopefully with this new Mansions DLC, we'll get to own at least one. But we have this house right here as one of the options. We also have this house right here as another option. And then we have this house, which is my favorite house in GTA Online. This is the absolute #1 pick that I would have if I could choose a house that we could actually purchase in GTA Online. This one is so sick. But then we also do have this one here as well, which is another great example of a sweet house that I'd love to be able to own. Honestly, if we could own any of these, I would be so thrilled. But it starts off right here with the gate. You go in through the gate, we have this massive area for parking and everything like that. A separated garage, but you could also definitely park right around here and everything like that. And then, of course, we have the backyard here, which is super sick. So we have this little paved pathway that goes all the way to the back of the house here, as you guys can see. And it goes down to this covered area right here, which is super nice. This also wraps all the way around the house as well. You got a great view of the Vinewood side and everything else in the surrounding area, really. But this wraps all the way back around to the front entrance of the house. Now, there's not a whole lot back here, but over here, obviously, as you guys probably noticed, we do have a tennis court, which is super sick, and it's also raised up on pillars, which is crazy. So it's actually kind of floating in midair, which is cool. Very nice tennis court. The view from here is also insane, and it's sitting right above the reservoir, which is super dope as well. And it's also got a little walkway to get down there as well, which is super sweet. So Then you come out through here underneath this pergola. You got a massive pool and a hot tub here as well. Super, super sick. But then, of course, you also have a pool house alongside it as well. And then this, I believe, is... okay, I thought it was an outdoor bar. It's just kind of a countertop. But in the pool house, there's tons of stuff in here as well. You've got a little gym and everything like that. Got some little couches and whatnot. Umbrella. This house is absolutely awesome, and this is my #1 house that I wish we could own in GTA Online with this Mansions DLC. I hope if they're going to add any existing houses from the entire game, I hope it's this one. This is the just coolest house in the entire game as far as I'm concerned. Now, again, any mansion in this neighborhood is super sick, and I would love to be able to own any of them, so I would take it. I'll take any of them, Rockstar, but please let us have at least one of these because these are super, super sick houses. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Those are 10 houses that I hope that we can own when the Mansions DLC actually releases in GTA Online. Fingers crossed we get at least one of them. I really hope so. Who knows though? We'll see. We're going to be building some mansions regardless, it seems like, at least, so maybe we'll be able to build even more. Maybe we'll actually get to choose what they even look like. How cool would that be? Very, very sick, I think. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what mansions that you would like to own in GTA Online. Are there any that you think that are just killer that I mentioned on this list? Do you think there's any other ones that I should have mentioned? Let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. Consider subscribing if you're new. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.